Good morning from day 35 of my 2024 AT journey. I'm currently dying up the climb out of Carter Notch to the Wildcats. It's a mile up to the first Wildcat and something like 1,300 or 1,400 feet of climbing. So it's been slow moving this morning. I think I'm probably around 0.6 or 0.7 in. Yeah, my stay at the hut last night was actually really good. I liked it. I don't regret splurging on it whatsoever. The crew was great. For dinner we had enchiladas, salad. There was split pea soup, which I skipped, but really good for kacha bread. Some green beans, and for dessert it was like a lemon cake, or yeah, I guess like a lemon cake type thing. And then breakfast was oatmeal, pancakes, scrambled eggs, bacon, coffee, and orange juice. Really good. The crew was super friendly. They even did like a little show for us this morning, themed to the Wizard of Oz. We had a opportunity to listen to one of the crew members talk about the history of the hut system and a ghost story about Carter Notch Hut last night after dinner, which was super interesting. I'm glad I listened to that. And yeah, I slept great. At one point I thought a mouse might be getting to my food bag, so I hung it up on a hook instead of having it just sitting on a bench. I don't know if I was imagining it or what, but and then this morning I realized that this water bottle right here was filled with mold, so I'm not using it. I have a 1 liter water bottle in my side pocket that's full and clean, and then my Katahdin water filter bag is in like the front stretchy pocket of my pack. I filled that up just so I could have 2 liters still, but there's like a pinhole in that bag, so hopefully all the water doesn't leak out throughout the day. I'll drink that first though. So the only downside about that is I have to stop to drink water because I have to take my pack off to get to it. And I can't have electrolytes because those are my just plain water reservoirs, so I don't want to put any mix in them. I mean, I could and then get new water bottles soon. I am going through Pinkham Notch today, and I know there's a visitor center, so I don't know if they've got like smart water there that I could buy to get a new bottle, or what. I do have the option of going into REI, or I did. Taylor, the Hampshire hiker, reached out to me and asked if I needed a ride into REI because I also have my sleeping pad thing going on, which may or may not be fixed. I didn't use my pad last night, so don't know if it holding air was a one-off thing the other night or not. But I think I want to try out my pad a couple more nights and wait to go into REI at Carter Notch, since I was going into town anyway. I have a big day today. I'm hoping to push to tree line on Mount Madison and stealth camp there. That way I can set up myself for a slightly easier day on the Prezzies tomorrow. I was planning on just going to Osgood, but a family member of mine, Clementine, had told us about some stealth spots that are a mile and a half past Osgood, like 1,000 feet up the climb towards Madison. So I'm gonna try to push there, so I need as much time as I can get, but I'll check in when I'm at the summit. All right, so I am at the summit of Wildcat Mountain, Wildcat A. And it appears as though there's no view like right on the summit, but there is this viewpoint that I'm gonna try to get down to without falling, since I'm using one hand. But yeah, I think this is the summit view for Wildcat A. That is Carter Dome straight ahead. And then I think those two are the other, like, Middle Carter or something, and Mount Height. You can see the hut from where I came all the way down there. That's where I was this morning. Yeah, super cool.
SOBO? Yeah. I did last week.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's for fun.
For fun?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's that.
Alright, I'm at the summit of Wildcat Mountain. Wildcat. And there's actually finally an open summit view of Mount Washington. I haven't seen the summit anytime I've seen Mount Washington over the last couple days, and you can actually see the buildings on top. So that was nice to get up here and get to see. But yeah, now I have to descend the steepest mile on the AT. I don't even know the stats, and I don't think I want to know the stats. But I know overall, I think it's around like 2,000 feet from where I'm at now. The steep part starts maybe like halfway down. But yeah, I'm gonna take it real slow. It's 11 o'clock right now. And Taylor, New Hampshire, is actually gonna be meeting me down in Pinkham Notch. I told her 1 o'clock. That was an estimate, so I've got 2 hours to get down. Hopefully that's enough time, because I know I'm gonna be super slow. But yeah, I'll maybe try to film some of it if I can. If not, I'll see you down at Pinkham Notch. Bye. Alright, I am about probably halfway down or a little bit more from my descent. Just got to one of the ledges. It's got really good lookout and views of the Prezzies. There's Washington, Adams, Madison. I think that's probably Monroe. And then I can never remember the order of the rest of them. There's Route 302. I think that's the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center, if you can hear me down there. And that's where I'm ultimately going. Alright, I'm almost to the bottom of the steepest mile of the AT. Honestly, I don't want to say anything too soon, but it wasn't that bad. This was probably like the sketchiest section. You climb down those rocks lodged in there at first, and then you transfer to this little rock rib. This butterfly greeted me at the bottom and landed on me. Must have been watching over me. And I'm gonna keep going down. Let's see what comes for us down there over that ledge. All right, so I've made it down to the road at Pinkham Notch, and I'm gonna cross the road, and Taylor, New Hampshire, is there waiting for me with a new water bottle, and this is very exciting. I get to meet her. We've been chatting back and forth like on Instagram and stuff for a while, so it'll be super awesome to meet in real life. But yeah, that descent down Wildcat really wasn't as bad as I was anticipating it to be. In fact, I think I said it already, in case I didn't. I think the descent down Carter Dome to Carter Notch was worse, in my opinion. So I was pleasantly surprised with how that descent went. But I'm going to cross the road and I'll see you later. Alright, I'm back to hiking. I had a nice little break and visit with Taylor at Pinkham Notch. She brought her new baby, which just makes it even more like amazing that she came and helped me with some issues that I was having today, because she has a 3-week-old baby. But she came out and brought me a new Smart Water bottle that is mold free, and she also had Cokes, Gatorades, some snacks like Gushers, cookies. She had a whole bag full of backpacking meals and Element, of course. And I felt so bad because my food bag is already like too full. So I didn't take any backpacking meals. I did take a couple Elements to try. I packed out a Ziploc full of cookies. I had a Coke out of her car, and I packed out a Gatorade. So I have a Gatorade waiting for me tonight at camp, or sooner, whenever I want it. So yeah, it was just super nice to chat with her, finally meet her for the first time in person. Just so awesome. Oh, and she also brought me, in case I needed it, she brought a spare Katahdin filter bag because she had seen that mine had a hole. And she also brought a spare foldable sleeping pad because she had seen that mine was leaking, which was just like so nice. I didn't take either because my pad, I think, is gonna be all right, hopefully. And if not, I have a new one waiting for me in Conway. And my water filter bag still works. It just squirts water out when I filter from it. So, yeah. Alright, so I've decided I'm only going to Osgood tonight. Reason being, it's 3:30 and Osgood is still 2 miles away, mostly downhill, but so that's going to take me, let's say, an hour. So it'd be 4:30, and then if I decided to push up to tree line up Madison, that is 2,000 more feet of climbing over another, I think, 2 miles. So that will probably take me 3 hours, if I had to guess, to do, and I'd be completely trashed. So that would be 7:30. And yeah, it would make tomorrow, like, it would take 2,000 feet off of my climbing for tomorrow, but I'll be getting into camp so late, and I plan to start early tomorrow, like 5 a.m. Just to give myself like plenty of time to do everything and have breaks. So if I don't get to camp till 7:30 and then still have to set up, cook dinner, like that's next to zero recovery time for me, and then have to turn around and wake up at 4 a.m. Just, I don't think that's a good idea. So, and plus Osgood has water. If I push up to tree line, it'd be a dry camp. And my first water source tomorrow morning wouldn't be for 2 miles to the Madison Hut. So, just gonna stay at Osgood. There's a water source. That's also where like the rest of the people in my family that were at Carter Notch last night are going today. So I'll have people I know there. And it's also lower in elevation, so it won't be as cold. And I think it's supposed to be like already in the 40s tonight potentially. So I think staying at Osgood is just the best option. And then we'll see how tomorrow goes. Worst case, if like it's just crushing me and I'm not going to be able to make it all the way to Mitzvah, I can always stop in at Lakes of the Clouds Hut and try for work first day, or see if I can get a space in the dungeon. And then either go to Mitzvah Saturday night or hoof it all the way back into Carter Notch, which was the plan, was to get there on Saturday. It would be longer, obviously, if I'm coming from Lakes versus Mitzvah, and then if I get into North Conway late on Saturday, then it might take a 0 on Sunday, but we shall see. This is the beauty of the AT, especially the Prezzies and Whites, is that things are constantly changing. So I've got enough food to be out through Sunday, if needed. So we'll see how it goes. See you at camp. All right, hey everybody. I am obviously at camp. I am in my tent. I had dinner, and it's like almost 8 o'clock right now, I think, and I'm just getting ready to go to sleep. I am going to have an early morning tomorrow. I think I mentioned that before. Planning on starting around 5 a.m., so alarm's going off at 4. So here's to hoping I get a good night's sleep, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.